Hello, Professor Rosemary here and welcome to my lab. Back at it again with another dish from Pokémon Café Mix. And I'll be honest, though I've spent one day every week for 3 months making bread during my internship, bread making still daunts me. Cause you need the right degree of gluten formation, the right temperature, humidity, duration for proofing among other things. Scary stuff. So what better time than the New Year's to set arbitrary resolutions? Besides being nicer to myself for the sake of my mental health this year, I'm gonna conquer bread. So yeah, with that said, let's get making. Here's what you'll need. Allow your ingredients to come to room temperature before starting. For starters, pun intended, let's wake up our little yeast babies. Do this by gently warming your milk and sugar. Hot tip, well, more like a warm tip. To check if your milk has reached a suitable temperature, you can press your vessel against your wrist. If it's too hot to keep on your wrist, then it's too hot for your yeast because they will die. If it's hot but you can keep it comfortably on your wrist, then it's perfect. Now go ahead and mix in your sleepy babies and let them sit for 5 minutes. Baker's yeast, or Saccharomyces cerevisiae, are fungi that consume sugar, and in bread dough, produce compounds like ethanol that give bread its distinctive aroma and taste, as well as carbon dioxide that leavens the bread. You'll know that your yeast is alive and well if they're frothing like so. Next up, add your flour into a mixing bowl, setting a quarter of it off to the side. Then add your starter mixture, salt, egg, and butter. Mix the ingredients around. Then add in half of your reserved flour, mix it in. Add the rest of the reserved flour, then knead your dough for 2 minutes. If you find that your dough is too sticky, you can adjust it by mixing in 1 tablespoon of flour at a time. Your dough should pull away from your bowl and be ever slightly sticky to your hands. Transfer to a greased bowl, cover with plastic wrap or a damp cloth, and let your yeast work their magic for 30 minutes. Your dough should double in size within that time. Punch down your dough slightly to rid some of the air, and divide it into 12 equal pieces. 10 pieces will be turned into the buns, while 2 pieces will be used to make the ears and feet. Now grab a dough piece, smooth the side down, and pinch the cut sides to the bottom to make a smooth dough ball. Set it seam side down on a baking sheet lined with baking paper, and repeat for the other 9 dough pieces. Cover them with plastic wrap or a damp cloth while we make the ears and feet. Set aside 1/3 of your remaining dough for the ears, then divide the dough into 20 equal pieces. Do the same with the smaller piece of dough you've set aside, then we can get attaching. Roll 2 small dough balls into pill shapes and attach them as feet, then roll 2 larger dough balls into tear shapes and attach them as ears. Once you're done, cover and allow to rise for 30 more minutes. After which, your yamper booties may look more like marrow booties, but nothing a little surgery can't fix. Next, mix together 1 egg yolk with some milk to make egg wash. Then gently and ever so delicately, run your fingers across your buns to accentuate their figure, bringing out the... Draw plump peanut shapes on the buns to make them Callipygian, and apply the egg wash to the ears, as well as dotting it on the feet. Bake your buns in a preheated oven at 190 degrees Celsius for 12 to 15 minutes, until the buns are cooked all the way through and the top is a beautiful golden brown. Cool them on a cooling rack and enjoy as is, or store them in an airtight container for up to 3 days. Right, now that we have the star of the show ready, we can get assembling. For this green stuff here, I'll be using a basil cream cheese spread. Simply chop up some basil leaves in a food processor and add to that some cream cheese. Season with salt and pepper to taste, and adjust to a spreadable consistency with some water or oil. Then prepare some pasta and your can of pasta sauce, because this is a bun recipe, not a pasta sauce recipe. Duh. Form the pattern of Yamper's posterior with your basil cream cheese and some sliced cheese. And with that done, let us get assembling. So yeah, there you have it. Yummy Yamper Pasta from Pokémon Café Mix, and me tackling my fear of bread making. And that's all for now. I hope you can try this out. Leave your suggestions in the comments and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!